Hi, I'm Marjolein. Today we're making guacamole. I'm in Mexico and I have a party this afternoon, as you know. I've made the salsa earlier. We're going to do a big bowl of this gorgeous fresh avocado guac. Ingredients, avocados to start, some lime juice, fresh cilantro, a little bit of jalapeno, delicious tomatoes, and onion. I'm a great believer in tasting as you go and finessing your balance of flavors. Not too much onion, but you kind of want a sweet onion, not too much jalapeno unless you want it really spicy. And then with the tomato, I don't like to add too much of the juice because I don't want to make it too mushy. First, I want to talk to you a little bit about picking your avocados. So if you can go to the store and you find the avocado that still has the little stem on it, if you take the stem off, you break it off, and it's green and beautiful in there, then your avocado is really fresh and lovely. If it's brown, try to avoid it. Sometimes you can't because you know, they don't have them. But if you can possibly avoid it, then I would absolutely do that. Okay, so taking out the pip, putting the avocado meal in the bowl. I've got 5 avocados in here, and I chopped up 1 small Roma tomato for each avocado and 1 large red onion. So we're going to go from there and kind of see how we feel. The next trick, so you start to add, do big heaping of onion, a heaping of, well, let's put some avocado, jalapeno in there, tomato. This is the way I like to make my guacamole, but everybody's different. And then I'm going to add some lime, just the juice of 1 to begin. We can look at it later. My bowl is quite small, but I'll tell you why in a minute. And obviously salt. I think avocado, could use quite a bit of salt. You've got tomato in there as well, but you can always add more. Now, the trick to, I think, making the best guacamole is not to blend this, but to cut it. So I'm going to start mixing by just chopping it up. So it becomes kind of like a fine chop instead of a mush. Takes a moment. I want to really get in there. It needs a little bit more red. So I'm going to add another handful of the tomato. And I'm going to start to add my cilantro leaves. This is 1 bunch of cilantro, and I carefully pulled the leaves off the stems. So once I've mixed all this in and it feels like it looks good and I'm ready to taste, then I'm going to add more lime and salt depending on what the flavor feels like. Looking pretty good to me. Kind of want to chop it so that, when you dip with your chip, you don't get big chunks, but you get a nice, generous dollop on your chip. Okay, it's looking really good. So now we'll taste it. Creamy, yummy, definitely more salt. And I think I need another lime. The lime juice will also preserve it, but the other trick, which we'll talk about in a second, is to keep the seed inside the avocado and cover it so that air can't get to it. So what that means is you're going to cover it with a plastic wrap so that it's touching the actual avocado mixture. All right. I'll taste. Little chip. Perfect. Some people add garlic. I have a clove of garlic, but my daughter's very allergic to it, so I'm going to be kind and not put garlic in. Okay, I'm going to add the pips. So save 2 of the pips, put them in the guac, and apparently what that does is it keeps it really fresh. And then I'm going to take my plastic wrap. This is really important because the party's not till 4 and it's 11 right now. So I'm going to go in and cover, make sure that the plastic is covering all of the mixture. Obviously, by the time the party comes, I'll put the salsa and the guacamole in beautiful bowls. But for right now, I'm just going to store it in the fridge like that. And that'll be beautiful and green and fresh and ready for 4 o'clock.